All right, y'all. Before I jump in, I want to be clear. This is not an anti Diddy video. I do want to say love Diddy, okay? I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 1995. I respect what he's done for hip hop and black culture. I attended all the Revolt festivals as a music journalist to, get my name out there. He's provided some opportunity for us young black journalists. And I do have to say, I hate to see a black man potentially go down, especially someone this important, like our billionaire Diddy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this video. Hit that subscribe button, like, share. My name is Tracy VA. Let's get into it. Now, this video is simply just a what if. What if Diddy walks free? And I felt like I had to do this video because I know we're all thinking that. What is life in Diddy's world and in the hip hop world gonna be like if Diddy is found innocent? Okay. Now, I'm not here taking sides, I'm just sharing my theory and some thoughts on what might happen next. Okay. And today is the 27th of June. And if y'all don't know, I don't know when y'all watching this, but today is the final day of closing arguments. So they are about to reach a verdict. The trial has been shorter than what they expected it to be. And the trial has been up and down. Some days I've been feeling like, oh, Diddy, you're going down. And then some days, like recently, where some charges, were put to the side, I think Diddy might walk a free man. So this is where this video has come from. Now, with that being said, I will say I think Diddy struggles with some insecurities, especially around power and women. We've seen this in documentaries, we've seen this in the news, we've seen this in the songs, especially around power and women. Where that comes from, I really do not know. Maybe childhood issues, his mother, his father, maybe personal struggles, maybe him just being a producer. We've seen Kanye West go through something, nothing crazy like that we know of. But y'all seen Kanye West documentary when he was a producer and how he felt like the underdog, everybody stepping on him. And then now he has this big God complex that we see him have now. If y'all watch the documentary on Netflix, y'all know that how Kanye is right now comes a lot from those times where people were like, nah, you ain't gonna be shit. So could this be Diddy's Diddy's actions, could this stem from that? That's a possibility. Now I don't know, childhood issues, maybe personal struggles, maybe even questions about who he really is inside. Do he like men? Because that could be another thing too. If that's true, no, that could get in the way with somebody's daily life. They feel like they're living a lie. But whatever it is, I need Diddy to figure it out, okay? So here's why I think Diddy could possibly walk free. Now, legally speaking, Diddy has some of the best lawyers. The lawyer he has right now just helped Thug beat his case, okay? Thug is a free man, okay? And back to the money, back on stage. That's who he's working with. He has some of the best lawyers, money, and influence on his side. We've seen this before. Famous black men sometimes beat the odds, whether that's right or wrong. So this would not be the first time. So yeah, I think there's a real chance he could walk free. Not because I'm saying he's innocent or I'm not supportive of all the women and all the people that was done wrong by Diddy. But not because I'm saying he's innocent, but just because power can be a shield. I don't know a lot about Diddy behind the scenes and what he's capable of. But I don't know. I had the little side eye, when Kid Cudi hit the stand and they were talking about how fingerprints went missing in the Los Angeles Police Department. If you do got something to do with that, is anybody else thinking like, oh, Diddy, you got some power, okay? So yeah, power can be a shield, and I think that's what Diddy is teaching me. But I do also have to think about when Don Richard hit the stand. She warned us the power. She warned us of the power. The chilling part, Don Richard said Diddy warned her that people would start going missing, and that stuck with me. That stuck with me. That did come out of Diddy's mouth. There's been mysterious things linked to Diddy going back way back to the 90s. And with that, With the journalists covering the trial closely, I feel like some might face some blackballing, Not physical disappearance, but being pushed or silenced. And does have power with media. He does. He does. He had his own revolt. That's it was his media company. Diddy has his hands in a lot of places. The women who came forward took huge risk. Will they be supported or punished? That's the question. So for the women outside of Cassie, the women that didn't get the money, and the women that did attempt, and the women that are known, or they do have accolades within the music industry, what do you think is going to happen with them? Do you think that everything's just going to be all good? That's another question I want to ask. Now, if he walks a free man, then what's next? Do you really think a man accused of abuse just months before his arrest is going to suddenly stop? That's a little skeptical, okay? The Jane Doe that's on stand, she revealed that they were still dealing with each other all the way up until when Diddy was taken behind bars just a couple months ago. They just had a freak off. He just put his hands on her. That's what she said. He just put his hands on her. So do we really think Diddy, after seeing his character throughout decades, whether it's documentaries or videos or just even what we found out during the trial, everything that we collected, do we really think that Diddy's gonna be like, oh, I went through this, yeah, I'm free. Back to the money. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I feel like the controlling, the toxic behavior, the freak offs won't just vanish. This isn't about one isolated incident, it's about patterns in character. So let me know what y'all think the impact of being behind bars and finally feeling defeated. Do you all even think that he finally feels defeated? From looking at the reports and hearing the different reports of the journalists that have been in the courtroom, a lot of reports did say Diddy looked confident. Diddy looked happy. He was smiling. He looked like he was, having a good day. He was waving at the media. So one media woman in particular said, Diddy mouthed, I know you. She was scared. I'll be scared too. You know me. Oh no. Hope you don't know the address. Hope you don't know the address. And then even with the illustrator, they have people that draw the pictures while they're in the courtroom. So, because we can't get pictures with a camera, he even told that person, "Hey, you need to watch how you put me together because I'm starting to look like a koala or something." Because they were putting the gray hair. He didn't want people to see that. So that just even shows his cockiness. I know if my life is coming to an end, I don't care what my damn pictures look like. Is my family good? Am I good? You know. I also gotta ask y'all, if Diddy walks free, do you think he's gonna pull the same women? Maybe not even just women in particular, but caliber. Because at this point, we have seen so many people fall off that was around Diddy ever since the raids. People don't want to be affiliated with him no more. I didn't know him. I wasn't there. I was at the party. I wasn't his friend. He said friend? Oh no, I'm not a friend. Even his assistant, KK, there's a post talking about that he called her like the right hand man. She's looking over there like right hand. I ain't the right, the left. I ain't nothing. So people didn't want to be affiliated with Diddy. But with the women, do you think that they gonna come back? They're gonna come back. Um, do you think he's gonna get the same women? Is Young Miami gonna come back? How's Cassie feeling right now? The personal fallout is something to definitely watch. I'm definitely curious to see if Young Miami's gonna come back around. I know that's like crazy to think about, but it's a billionaire, it's Diddy. They did look like they had a close relationship. Do you think that Young Miami's gonna come back? Do you think him and Cassie are gonna make some type of amends, especially after her being on the stand? Let me know what y'all think. Is the party's gonna continue? These, not even the freak off parties, but these lavish parties. Do you think people are even going to want to attend? Do y'all think about how many people that maneuvered like Diddy in the negative ways? I don't want to say any names, but billionaires, powerful people in the industry that were friends with Diddy. Do you really think that they didn't do none of that either? Especially if they're going back to the 90s and all the power that they have. Do you think they're going to want to go to these parties anymore? Cuz they're going to be like, "Well, I'm not trying to ruin my career. I'm not trying to be affiliated with that." Y'all let me know in the comments. But this is going to be something to watch. It's going to be something to watch. Also, with trafficking, I don't know how this is going to go down, but trafficking is a serious issue worldwide. And I have my own lens on trafficking in the entertainment industry, my own experiences, my own things I've witnessed. So I have to say, I've seen it. I've seen it. So if this is true in Diddy's case, and if he does walk free, it's, it's kind of sad to think about. Think about all the women that want to be in the music industry, and that a lot of them have been used and abused. Hey, I'm gonna give you this position. You just gotta sell your soul. You just gotta do this for me. A lot of women to this day fall for that, And if this man did is a monster like people painted him out to be, and he does walk free from being somebody that has done these things, I feel like it's gonna enable a lot of other people to do it. Oh, did he walk free? So I can keep doing it. Now I feel a whole lot of things about this trial, but one thing's for sure that I feel sad about is Cassie, and her just being 19 years old, just getting a record deal, being naive. When you're a teenage, you don't know. But how much her life was altered just from wanting to be somebody, and all the things that she had to do. That's what I really feel sad about. But at the end of the day, this isn't me hating on Diddy. It's me being real about what I see and what could happen. So what do you think? Will he walk quietly, or is the worst still ahead? Drop your thoughts below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this. This is Tracy V8. I'm just keeping it 100. Real, relevant, and resonating. I'll see you guys next time.